Thank you so much for joining the session today. So today we are going to discuss about a path to become an AWS Community Builder. So I know here most of the people they're contributing more towards AWS, and then I know a lot of speakers also they are present over here today. So I just want to walk you the steps how we can be a part of an AWS Builder. So first of all, what is AWS Builder program? So Amazon they introduced a program called Technology Contributors. Through our AWS Builder program, you can contribute to the other partners, especially the vendors used to have a lot of vendors they are using AWS products. So the experts like you, why don't you can leverage the AWS knowledge to all the vendors? So the program is generally built for it offers more technical resources, and also they do provide a lot of training materials so that you can equip yourself and then you can train others. And also it is a very good platform. You can connect with a lot of people, especially in the forums we have a AWS Summit, and then the AWS reInvent will be having it. So you will get the opportunity to meet a lot of folks in the AWS front, and also you'll get the opportunity to speak in those conferences as well. Okay. So once you become a part of AWS Builder, you'll be getting access to the Slack environment. So there you can connect with a lot of AWS solution architects, and what are the implementations that they are bringing to the other new products that they're launching in AWS. So they'll give access to that as well. As a you'll be getting a free trial access. So with that, you can able to practice other what are the implements that you're planning to do it. So how you can be a part of AWS Builder and what kind of contributions that you can make. So what I did over here, I just list down that each activities so that you can easily contribute to that. Even I can say you can start now. I can say even if you can start now, within the next year, I can make sure that you all can able to apply for the AWS Builder program. So let's start with writing a tech blogs. I know whenever you read about any AWS any technical thing, right? Just start writing about the blogs. Either you can use Medium or even LinkedIn, and even any. Some of them you have your own website as well. So you can write a blog about AWS, because recently I helped a lot of one of my customers. They are integrating Dynatrace with the AWS environment. So how we can integrate Dynatrace to the AWS for the monitoring and data cloud setup. So when you do those kind of implementations, you can feel free to write a blog about it, and then you can post it in your Medium or LinkedIn either. Okay, so those kind of articles, we can use those links while applying to the AWS Builder program as your contributions. And next thing will be speaking in the conferences. Yes, speaking in summits like AWS, and also we do have a lot of meetups programs, right? So try to participate in those meetup programs and try to speak in those programs. Submit your paper, and obviously you'll be getting a shot to speak in that. So make sure you can speak any of the meetups, and you can use those those meetup events also as one of the contributions to the AWS Builder. And next one will be podcast and webinars. Yes, you can create your own podcast on YouTube. Okay, you can take any session on that, and you can use that as well as a AWS contribution. And then I know some of the folks, they might write some books. It is little challenging one, but still if you can able to cope up with 3 to 4 authors, if you can bring up together, and then you can write a book, that is a really good one. And if you think you cannot able to publish the book, why don't you can upload to the GitHub and make sure the download counts you can show it, like how many downloads having for your particular book, right? Even that you can show as one of the contributions. And then forums like a normal tech forums. What are the forums? Like even AWS, they do have a forums. You can start answering those questions. Okay, those contributions also you can add up as one of the AWS Builder contributions. And mentoring, I think I met a lot of friends yesterday. So they used to go to the colleges also. They will speak in front of the students. So you can take classes to the students in the colleges as a guest lecturer, talk about AWS and how to host the AWS instance in the website. So those kind of contributions also you can add as a AWS Builder program contribution. And organizing events, it is this bit challenging one, because organizing events is not that much easy, but still what you can do, if you can able to talk to your management in your own company, you can host a small event within the company itself. Obviously the company can sponsor for the employees, right? So have an internal meeting within the employees, and kind of a fun Friday, have some event in the Friday time. At least try to host one event one quarter, so that if you have 4 events in the 4 quarters, right, you can easily submit in the 2016 the nomination when it comes up. You can feel free to submit those kind of contributions to the AWS. And then white papers, it's a tricky one. but still I know you can able to do it. Like, you can, what are the new, the product that you have built as part of AWS, kind of, I can say the new integration that you have made with that, you can try to submit as a white paper with your organization. You can submit that as a white paper, and those contributions, AWS will feel free to take it as one of the contributions for AWS Builder. And finally will be promoting AWS products. I think, like, you can create in YouTube shorts, and then you can create an Instagram shorts as well, and then you can promote the AWS products. So when you try to contribute all these kind of contributions, make sure you should have somewhere that should be captured. Then only we can able to validate your credentials, whether it is actual contribution towards the AWS or not. And then the next step will be the process, the application process, how you can apply it. Okay. So here I have given the link as well. So let me start that one. So this PDF will be shared across to all the participants as well. I mean, if you want, you can take a snap of it, and I think you will getting the link as well, everything. Okay. So here, what you can do, you can click over here, AWS Community Builder. Okay. And then you can add your name in your waitlist. It's taking time. Yep. So what you can do, you can just click on sign in, okay, login, and then add your name and then email ID. That's enough. So when they're going to launch the program, okay, I mean, they will ask you to submit all your details. This is nothing but the contributions that you have made towards AWS. Make sure that you need to have the URL or like page link or whatever it is. Make sure you have it, and then write about like 3 to 4 lines. So this is the speech I have given the AWS Summit, and the topic is all about like that. And these are the participants, they have attended the meeting, and that's it. And make sure the date and everything. Fine. So, and then there is no referral needed for this application. Okay. You just apply on your own. Okay. And make sure that you provide all the contributions, whatever you have made to AWS. Okay. Because some of the events and all, for the memberships, they need to have a referrals. Okay. And it's difficult for you to find the referrals and all. But here there is no referral. It's completely based on merit. So if you're good at what you do in AWS, go ahead and apply for it, and you don't need to ask for anyone's help. Everything is online. Just go and apply. Okay. And I can tell you, every year, maximum around 300 to 400 folks, they'll be getting selected, but the application will become around more than thousands. So make sure that, you should stand out different, and then make sure your contribution will be really unique, and you should contribute more towards to that, at least contribute monthly once, writing a blog, okay, speaking in the conference like 4 months on, quarterly once. I think that will be good. Okay. And then when you think about the categories, so you might be thinking like, hey Vivek, when I'm going to apply in AWS Community Builder, so do you think what category I can fit in? Okay, so here I have listed out most of the categories. I think every year they will add few more categories, and then they will try to remove the categories as well. So predominantly, I think as of now, currently I can see AI engineering is one of the category. So people like ML engineers, then AI, they can apply to this category, and then cloud operations, and then containers, and then data, and then dev tools. I think you all know about it, and front end, and then mobile applications. And then I think someone yesterday asked me about mobile applications. I think they can also apply for it. And then machine learning, and then networking and content delivery, and then security, cyber security. I think yesterday I met one person. He more into AWS security. I think they can also apply for it. And then serverless. So all this, yeah, yes, yeah, we spoke yesterday. Yes. So I think we can go ahead and submit that one. So these are the categories currently they have it. And they might introduce few more categories, but as of now, I can see these are the categories already existing. Okay. And don't worry if you think Vivek, my category is not fit in there, but try to match it, which is similar to this category, which is already into it, and try to apply that. Okay. And then, yes, what are the benefits that you're going to get it when you're getting an AWS Builder? The first one will be obviously networking, because today you came to the event and you met a lot of folks, right? So think about when you go to the event like AWS reInvent, more than 80 to 100K people will be coming over there. And when you represent as AWS Community Builder, and you will get a lot of opportunity to meet a lot of other folks like CEOs, CTOs, and everyone. So that is a very good opportunity that you're going to get as AWS Builder. And next one will be exclusive sessions. Yes, obviously. Once you become AWS builder, I said you will getting a Slack access. So there you will getting a lot of materials to learn about it, and they will provide a lot of free training sessions as well. And then certifications, every year they will give one voucher. I think it comes around like $300. So every year as a AWS builder, you'll be getting a one certification voucher for free. And make sure you should utilize that, because most of the time I see people, they used to get the voucher, but they never take the certifications. So yeah. And then swag, I think they will be providing a lot of swags for the AWS builders. And then yeah, this is a good point. Like AWS credits, they'll be giving like $500 worth of AWS credits, so that you can do all your hands-ons and everything. And then opportunities, yes. So when you become AWS community builder, so you have a local areas I'm from Nepal, so each suburbs and then each areas they'll be having it. You can run your own local group through a meetup and everything, so that you can able to host small events, and then help other folks to get participate into the event and give them opportunity to speak in those kind of events, so that when you become a builder, your job is like to make others also become a builder. Okay, that's how we can grow as a community, as a team, right? And then AWS Hero. So I think they have a lot of levels. So once you become AWS builder, so then when you start speaking in a lot of other conferences, you can also apply for AWS Hero. Okay, and then they have AWS Ambassador. So it keeps on going. So I think it's about you, how the contribution that you're going to make in the future, right? Based on that, your path will be defined.